Welcome, everyone. I'm back at you with another Myst. I hope we get this recorded correctly. And yes, I got it set up, so sorry about that. I'm just making sure. This is a little different setup than the other ones. It took me a little while to get this straight, so apologies. I'm Chan, the Tech Man, and this is Myst 4 Revelation. I think it's what it is. Yep. Myst IV. I hope you can hear this.
Years I've harbored a secret. People talk about my sons and the evil things they did. Yet still I remain strangely mute. I do not discuss my own actions that day, or the rage I felt when I burned the 2 linking books that had snared them. Some people believe my sons died in those fires, but the truth is, they did not. You're the only one I can confide in, my friend. So I'm asking you to come to Tomahna. There are things I must tell you about my sons.
Pretty nice opening. I don't say so myself, and I do say so. Let's make sure. I think the game audio is loud enough. I turn it up a little bit more to make sure. And we're going to start this new game. I have not played this. I fooled with it just a few seconds. A little bit different mechanics, as you can see. That's really nice looking. I do apologize if it's off-centered. Let me know, but I think I got it right. Let's start a new game.
This part's really cool if you're not afraid of tight spaces. Dad and me aren't, but sometimes Mom has to close her eyes when I'm driving. I think she's not home right now, because I never could have picked you up by myself if she were. Hey, is that a new image recorder you've got? How cool! And you know, I know the perfect spot to use it. Hang on.
It's Aisha, or however you say her name. That's the little girl in the previous one. Really nice quality game. Okay, now I gotta take a picture.
Isn't Tomahna pretty from here? I remember some of the other times you visited us. You've always liked stopping here. It's one of my favorite spots, too. Go ahead. Take a picture.
You gotta right click.
Just make sure your thumb's not in the shot. Dad always ruins his images that way. Did you get it?
Yeah.
I think you should keep it in your journal.
Okay.
That way you can take it out and look at it
That's
whenever
really
you miss
pretty.
us. tell Dad you're here. Come on.
The little girl's grown up. Look at the bird. Look at this. Is really pretty. I am not going to take any screenshots. Man, this is really nice. But because I noticed it, there's audio over the game. I don't like that. Look at that. See, this mechanic's a little different. You got to hold and pull. Beautiful, isn't it? It's just cranked all the way up because my card can handle it. I don't know where to go. It's really pretty. Let's see. When you reach the landing platform, wait until Aisha enters the building to tell her father that you have arrived. While you are standing in the front door, look at the right and pull the lever attached and enter it over. Climb up the stairs to your right. Let's just climb up the stairs. There we are.
Hello, my friend. So you made it in one piece, so Isha's driving wasn't too erratic, I hope. Well, you're probably wondering why I asked you. The truth is, I need your help. As you know, my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, were trapped 20 years ago after they destroyed many of the ages I'd written. At the time, Catherine and I decided to leave them imprisoned because we'd hoped it might reform them. And now Catherine believes our son should be released. But I need an objective opinion. I must find out if either Cirrus or Achenar deserve to be freed, and you're the only one we can trust. Remember my old crystal viewer? I've made some changes to it, and I haven't yet calibrated its sound component. It'll actually be quicker if we do this together, and I can show you the two prison ages before we link to them. So if you step to the panel behind you, we can begin.
Okay. Okay, we'll skip forward here a little bit. Listen to his stories. He called a crystal viewer. Artist is absolutely sure that the crystal viewer will work properly. The only thing is that it be calibrated first. Be good if you help him with that. He points you to the back. If you zoom in on the panel, you'll see the control panel has a slider and 3 dials.
Okay, I'm going to transmit a waveform that's being generated by the first prison age. It will appear as a yellow line in your right-hand monitor. Here it comes. In order to hear Haven, we must manipulate the blue line until it exactly matches that waveform. The blue line is the result of 2 combined signals, which we'll manipulate separately using the 3 dials, amplitude, frequency, and phase. But first, we have to select a signal to manipulate, so move the slider left or right.
Okay. You'll see control brass slider 3 dials with those.
Try moving the slider.
Hold on. 3 dials to left or right. You can adjust the multitude of.
Try selecting a different signal.
How do you move the slider?
Try moving the slider to select a different signal.
Oh, here it is.
Now turn the leftmost dial to adjust the signal's amplitude or volume. The left dial seems well adjusted. Try turning the center dial to adjust the signal's frequency. Try moving the slider. Turn the amplitude dial.
What is that?
Adjust the leftmost dial. Got it. Hang on a second. I'll lock in the adjustments and send you the waveform for Spire, the second prison age. Here it comes. Try selecting a different signal. Try the leftmost dial. A bit quieter. Less volume. A bit quieter. The volume sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Now turn the dial on the far right to adjust the signal's phase. Farther left. More to the right.
Oh,
Try moving it right.
I did.
Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Try adjusting the amplitude. The amplitude seems fine. Try the phase dial. It's the one on the right. Try selecting a different signal. Try adjusting the phase. No, that's the frequency dial.
What is
Try
it?
moving the slider to select a different signal. Try the center dial. Too big of an adjustment, I think. Less frequency. Frequency's pretty close now. Turn the amplitude dial. Try moving the slider. Oh, that dial was okay. Turn it back.
Wow.
Try selecting a different signal. Try adjusting the frequency.
What's the frequency?
No, not the phase. Oh, no, too much. The frequency's not right. Slower. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Adjust the center dial. The speed's about right. Reposition the phase. Too big of an adjustment, I think. Try selecting a different signal. Try adjusting the frequency. Oh, no, too much.
Oh, man.
Decrease the frequency. Try moving the slider.
Okay.
Try the dial on the right. Keep moving it to the left. It's not at the right position. Too big of an adjustment, I think. Keep moving it to the right. A little more right. Try moving the slider to select a different signal.
This is
Try selecting a
aggravating.
different signal. Reposition the phase. No, not the frequency. Try the phase dial. It's the one on the right. Try moving it right. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Now, adjust the center dial. Try slowing down the frequency. Faster. The frequency seems fine. Try the dial on the right. Farther left. Oh, no, too much.
It'll...
A little more right. Keep moving it to the right.
All right.
Try selecting a different signal.
How do you do that?
Reposition the phase. No, that's the frequency dial. Try the frequency. That's the center dial. No, that's the phase dial. No, you've gone too far. Decrease the frequency. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Try moving the slider.
I did.
Try the center dial.
This is aggravating.
That's too much, my friend. Slow it down. Try moving the slider to select a different signal.
This is... I'm
Try
probably
the
going to...
frequency. That's the center dial.
Let's restart this. You watch this while I read.
This part's really, really cool.
Do exactly as it
We're not
said.
afraid of tight spaces. Dad and me aren't, but sometimes Mom has to close her eyes when I'm driving. I think she's not home right now, because I never could have picked you up by myself if she were. Hey, is that a new image recorder you've got? How cool! And you know, I know the perfect spot to use it. Hang on. Isn't Tomahna pretty from here? I remember some of the other times you visited us. You've always liked stopping here. It's one of my favorite spots, too. Go ahead. Take a picture.
You remember, to take a picture, you got to right click.
What's wrong? Don't you want to take a picture right now? Go ahead.
You got to right click.
I get it. You don't want to keep my dad waiting. He did seem pretty anxious for you to arrive.
Oh, there's something's
Okay,
wrong.
then
with
let's
it.
go.
No, let's start this again. Daggone it. Something's wrong. Sorry about that. It just wouldn't let me click.
I'll tell Dad you're here. Come on.
This will be the third time. Exit, new game. Don't save.
This part's really, really cool if you're not afraid of tight spaces. Dad and me aren't, but sometimes Mom has to close her eyes when I'm driving. I think she's not home right now, because I never could have picked you up by myself if she were. Hey, is that an image recorder you've got? How cool. And you know, I know the perfect spot to use it. Hang on.
Sorry that y'all had to keep viewing this. Here it is.
Isn't Tomahna pretty from here? I remember some of the other times you visited us. You've always liked stopping here. It's one of my favorite spots, too. Go ahead. Take a picture.
Now let's do this. Okay, did it this time.
Just make sure your thumb's not in the shot. Dad always ruins his images that way.
We got it.
Did you get it?
Yep.
I think you should keep it in your journal. That way you can take it out and look at it whenever you miss us.
There we go. This time we're going to do this right. This kind of rushes you a little bit. And I don't like that.
I'll tell Dad you're here.
The other ones you could take your time.
Come on.
Climb up your stairs to the right, okay? Now I want to get, look, at the right you'll see a small type of planetarium standing on the desk. Oh, I didn't get to do it.
Hello, my friend. So you made it in one piece, so Isha's driving wasn't too erratic, I hope. Well, you're probably wondering why I asked you. And the truth is, I need your help. As you know, my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, were trapped 20 years ago after they destroyed many
That's
of
not
the ages
important.
I'd written. At the time, Catherine and I decided to leave them imprisoned because we'd hoped it might reform them. And now Catherine believes our son should be released. But I need an objective opinion. I must find out if either Cirrus or Achenar deserve to be freed, and you're the only one we can trust. Remember my old crystal viewer? I've made some changes to it. I haven't yet calibrated its sound component. It'll actually be quicker if we do this together, and I can show you the two prison ages before we link to them. So if you step to the panel behind you, we can begin.
I guess the other is not important and just lets you look around.
Okay, I'm going to transmit a waveform that's being generated by the first prison age. It will appear as a yellow line in your right-hand monitor. Here it comes. In order to hear Haven, we must manipulate the blue line until it exactly matches that waveform. The blue line is the result of two combined signals, which we'll manipulate separately using the 3 dials, amplitude, frequency, and phase. But first, we have to select the signal to manipulate, so move the slider left or right.
Move the slider to the right.
Now turn the leftmost dial to adjust the signal's amplitude, or volume.
All the way to the right.
The volume sounds pretty good. Now turn the dial on the far right to adjust the signal's phase.
Alright, all the way to the right.
Try selecting a different signal.
Slide the letter thing to the left.
Adjust the leftmost dial.
All the way to the right.
The amplitude seems fine. Try turning the center dial to adjust the signal's frequency. Got it. Hang on a second. I'll lock in the adjustments and send you the waveform for Spire, the second prison age. Here it comes.
Move the slider to the right.
Try the amplitude. That's the leftmost dial.
Left 45 degrees to the right. I don't know what that is.
Less volume.
I done messed that up.
The amplitude's pretty close now. Reposition the phase.
Center dial.
No, that's the frequency dial. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Turn the amplitude dial. Try the leftmost dial. The amplitude is wrong. Try turning down the amplitude.
I'm going to try to do this, but it said either way
The
to
volume sounds
explode.
pretty good. Try the dial on the right. Try selecting a different signal. Try the center dial. The center dial seems well adjusted. Adjust the phase dial. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Now adjust the center dial. Too big of an adjustment, I think. The frequency's not right. Try moving the slider. Try the frequency. That's the center dial. Oh, no, too much. Try slowing down the frequency. Try selecting a different signal. Now, adjust the center dial. Slower. That's too much, my friend. The frequency's not right. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Try the frequency. That's the center dial. The speed is pretty good. Try adjusting the phase. Try moving the slider. Try the center dial. Oh, go on. This shouldn't take long. Let's continue. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Try moving the slider.
I did.
Try adjusting the frequency. Try selecting a different signal. My mistake, that setting was fine. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Try the dial on the right. It needs to move left. More to the right. Keep moving it to the left. Too big of an adjustment, I think. Try moving it right. Try moving the slider. Oh, that dial was okay. Turn it back. Adjust the phase dial. Try moving the slider to select a different signal. Try moving the slider. Try adjusting the phase. Come on, my friend, it's not that difficult. image modulator short-circuited. Wires are completely fused. Well, the viewer itself seems okay. So maybe if I link to Rhyme. All right. Slight change in plans, my friend. Explosion must have shut down the main power supply and damaged the viewer's external image modulator. There's another one on Rhyme, so I'm gonna link there and retrieve it. Oh, I'll have to stop at the cleft for some tools first. Why don't you get full power restored while I'm gone? Go to the water wheel control room. Close both emergency release gates, then come back here and use the crystal viewer to contact me. The crystal combination to see Rhyme is in my journal. Oh, you'll have to turn on the roof antenna before the viewer will work. Keep an eye on Yisha, will you? I'll be back.
First things what we'll do is restore the power supply. Turn around, take one step into the direction of the broken crystal viewer. I'm going to fool with this a little bit. Let's read this. I'm always surprised by how good it feels to return home after one of my journeys. In the day, heat shimmers off the cliffs, bathing me in unexpected warmth. At night, gentle breeze stirs the lake, and I often hear Catherine sing to Yisha. The sound of their voices fills me with such joy. I find myself wondering why I ever left. Perhaps I'm more aware of this tonight, having spent so much time alone in Rhyme. The trip was unavoidable. It has been weeks since I viewed Sirius and something I can't pronounce his name, Prison Ages, and I needed to be assured of their safety. The crystal viewer did not show much, so I began considering how I might improve it. I am now fairly certain I can achieve a tighter image if I redesign the mechanism itself. I have to tell Catherine of these plans. I do not wish to raise her hopes prematurely. After far too brief a visit with my family, I have returned to Rhyme to conduct preliminary tests to the fringe temperature in this age are vital for the crystals to function. Yet I find it increasingly difficult to work in the cold. Perhaps I can find a way to stimulate extreme temperatures inside the viewer itself so that I can install it in Tomahna when I'm ready. Let's go ahead and take that picture of that. Tonight I set aside experimentation for a few hours to watch the lights illuminate Rhyme's sky. Their beauty has not diminished since first I saw them. I cannot fully enjoy the show, however, for it put me in mind of Sirius and Archer and the months we spend here constructing the tower. Soon, what have been a happy memory for me was marred in regret. I doubt I will ever know what caused my sons to become so greedy. I only know that when they looked at the ages described in my library, Fantastic Worlds, one could travel to easily simply by touching a book's linking panel. They saw only dreams of wealth and power. They devised a plan, an evil plan. When my back was turned, they linked to my ages, plundered and destroyed them. I know Sirius and must pay a price for these crimes, yet it brings me no joy to picture them stranded on the two uninhabited ages I wrote to protect my library from thieves. I only hope that my sons will someday reject their wicked yearnings and find it in their hearts to reform. After experimenting with several liquid gases, I have found a pressure variable that should allow the crystal viewers to function in Tomahna. I link to Riesling to enlist help from the Guild of Machinists. So they have a guild now. Catherine was unusually subdued when I showed her the new blueprints. She trusts that the viewer will work, but wishes we could visit our sons in person. I would like that as well, but until I am convinced of remorse, I cannot risk their escaping. I was fairly concerned the evaporator coils would work, and indeed I was able to achieve a blurry image of Spire within the new viewer blank book. Unfortunately, one more powerful suppressor is needed to stabilize the image. Guildmaster Andoritis suggested that I install several geodes inside the roof of the observatory, then use the antenna to focus them. This should amplify the clean frequency enough so that the crystal viewer can work. Let's go ahead and take a picture of that. That's interesting. We're starting to learn this. This might be important. This picture was, I think it's in the real Myst, remake of Myst at the very end. Success. Not only was I able to view the Spire and Haven, but I also saw my laboratory on Rhyme quite clearly. The crystal code for Rhyme was difficult to remember, having not had much reason to use it previously. I must make a full list of codes so on, but for now I will keep Rhymes close at hand. I always knew my sons had a great potential, but today I saw something that truly amazed me. Sirius is harnessing electricity. At least that is what I assumed, for the viewer caught a brief glimpse of something I have never seen before in his age. It had to be a man-made construction. A burst of interference destabilized the image before I could study the device properly, but its existence offers proof that at least one of my sons is making the most of his confinement rather than wallowing in despair. The interference effects is curious. It has disturbed my viewing of ages on more than one occasion. Although I first assumed it to be problems with the geodes, I now believe that it is subsonic in origin. I think the roof antenna is picking up wave fluctuations emitted by one or more ages. If this is true, I might be able to use the fluctuations to hear what is occurring in an age. I shall have to think on this carefully. It has been an exciting 2 weeks. Catherine and Yisha and I have just returned from Relisham, where I spent most of my time in conversation with various guildmasters, and I now I am now convinced that the shape and color of the crystals gives them individual resonance signatures, but combining the resonance of 5 crystals together, I can discover a pattern of emission, a sound signature, as it were, that is unique to the age being viewed. Guildmaster Anturus assisted me in drawing up plans for the filtration panel that will enable the antenna to hone in on whatever the wave fluctuations I want. I truly will be able to listen in on an age. Tomorrow I begin building the panel. I decide to use Rhyme, and its present configuration sits. That is the age which first enabled me to construct a crystal viewer. The panel is finished. I am too tired to test it tonight. Catherine tried to hide it, but the sounds we heard coming from above us prison age nearly brought her to tears. Once again, I had to reassure her of its safety. My words eventually convinced her, but I know she longed for more substantial proof. I fear she may take matters into her own hands soon, I must confess. Maybe she might have just went there. These pictures might come in handy. I too long for information that the viewer is currently providing. For more information that the viewer is currently providing, tomorrow I should link to Rhyme. I have an idea for an attachment, something akin to a moving eye that will allow me to change points of view while using the crystal viewer. If it works, I may finally be able to see if my sons have reformed. This might be something. Close this up. I just don't want to miss anything. I know we're getting out of I just wanted to make sure. Crystals. And you right click to get out of that. And you can right click is handy in this game. Can't pull any of those out. Let's go ahead and do this. Take one step to regular Christmas. Turn to the left to see an elevator door beneath a little stair. Pull the lever. Pull the lever at the right to open the elevator door. I did pull the lever to the right. Oh, maybe I didn't do it right. That's pretty neat. Enter the elevator and wait until the door is closed. Look around and move the handle with the red lights to the center position. That's what I want to see. That's really pretty. Let's see. When the elevator has arrived, did it pull the beige lever at the right side of the elevator door to exit the elevator? Remember that you can find the elevator here. Raise it up. This is really pretty. Turn right and follow the wooden planks until you're standing at the first greenhouse. Let's see. Turn right. Yeah, I'm there. Turn left and go further along the wall of the greenhouse. When you stop, turn right and go through the opening in the wall.
Hey, come here. You gotta see this.
Okay. Walk.
Don't worry, he'll come back. It's his favorite sleeping spot. My necklace showed it to me. Got it 2 weeks ago on an age called Serenia. Shows me all kinds of stuff. You think that's strange that my necklace shows me things?
No?
Dad does. He says a lot of things I've seen on Serenia aren't real. My brothers believe me, though.
Let's see, what should I do? Gotta walk through the next opening. Walk on the wooden planks that are leading into a rock formation in the distance. I'm going to do this. Okay, we got something here. Walk further until you enter the rock formation. This is really nice. Okay, now examine that. Examine the room and you'll see a huge water wheel that has stopped due to the little accident with the crystal viewer, resulting in no power for the moment. In front of you, you'll see a pole with a button on top, 2 orange blinking symbols, and below them a large lever. It has a wheel. Okay, yeah, this wheel is stopped. Okay. First, take a picture of the orange blinking symbol. Okay. After that, pull the large lever to reset the device. Notice the two orange symbols are no longer lit. Turn around, exit the rock formation. Okay. Walk straight ahead into the greenhouse. Okay, let's see what we don't want to get any. Exit the greenhouse through the next opening in the wall. So we have to go through here. I'm gonna assume we go over here. And I assumed right. Look left to see Yusuf standing in her mother Catherine's garden chamber. Yeah. This is really neat. Enter the garden chamber.
Let me guess. Dad blew the power again, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
He does that a lot. Mom made him install an extra power box in here just in case. Oh no! This box is supposed to make sure certain things always work in the house. There aren't enough rows lit up correctly. Only a green light on top of a failed row means something's getting power. I wonder if we can move them. Better not. Mom doesn't like me messing with electrical stuff. Come on, little guy, let's go see our friends.
Thank you for the hint.
Hey, I never noticed that before. It's so cool. Now my beetles are making a nest.
Let's see.
Oh wow. I'll have to show this to Dad soon as he gets home. He loves this kind of stuff.
Now, okay. At the back of the power box, you'll see 6 panels, of which only 2 are lit and have some kind of symbol at the bottom. You saw earlier in the rock formation and the water wheel. You will also see 2 bottom rows of buttons that look very much like buttons on the old-fashioned typing machine. To the left, you see a lever, and to the right, a large push button. Yep. Okay. With the lever to the left, you can reset the device and push the button. Okay. To the right is some kind of enter button. Push the button. To the right is some kind of enter button with which you have to confirm your entries. With the back row of buttons, you can send power, and with the front row of buttons, you can receive power. To send power to the rock, with the water wheel, you have to push the next button to the left and to the right. Back row 1, front row 4. Back row front 1, there's 3, 4. Back row 4. This is difficult. Front row 5. So it'd be here. Enter. Back row 5. Front row 3. Enter. 1, 6. Enter. 3, 6. Enter. Okay, when you have done this correctly, the symbols in the water wheel will blink and the power box will close. If it doesn't happen, then you have done something wrong. In this case, you pull the lever to the left or set the device and try again. Turn around and zoom in on the book on the table. Which book? That's one she was looking at, so let's try that. Huh. Zoom in the book of table and zoom out on zoom out and zoom in a microscope on the table. Zoom in on the microscope at the table. Let's on the microscope on the table. Don't see any microscope. I don't see any microscope on the table. Zoom out, turn right, and leave the garden chamber. Fruit from the left. Turn left and enter the garden. To reach a bucket. with water. Turn left and climb down the ladder.
Can't talk right now. I'm trying to remember the song I learned on Serenia, but it's really hard.
It's neat you can zoom around.
I've got to get it perfect because I promised to play to my brother next time I see him.
It's interesting. She said next time. Now, where's the ladder? Oh, whoa, whoa. Ah, here it is. Oh, wait, let me see here. Turn right and walk further through the greenhouse. Exit the greenhouse and walk straight out into another greenhouse. I thought we did this one. Go further left. We did do this one. Let's see, wooden planks to leave it. Okay, you gotta go in here. Water wheel. Notice the two symbols are lit white now, which means that there is power. Push the button above the symbol on the water wheel will start moving. You have restored power. Turn around and go outside and walk forward on the wooden planks. Uh-oh. What did it do? The planks collapsed, leaving you behind in the water. For a moment, you have no idea what caused the explosion, but you find out soon enough. Notice the green glow caused by the explosion. I think we've done enough on this one. So let's see if we can exit to save the game. Uh-oh. Play through and save current game. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll go part 2 the next time. So this is Chan the Tech Man signing out. Subscribe to my channel, please, if you can. I appreciate it very much.